everybody, it's Dr. Britt here and Dr. Lisa, and we're coming to you today on our Wednesday afternoon for our Wednesday catch-up. So I think you're all wondering what she's doing over here. Enlighten us.
What was that, Dr. Britt?
Oh, God.
Oh,
Lisa, take your earphones out.
I've got my earplugs in and my eye shades.
As you do on a Wednesday at lunchtime.
Now you're probably wondering what on earth is Dr. Lisa doing today? But today we're talking. today I surprised Dr. Britt as much as I surprised you guys. Today we're talking migraine headaches. Now, you know, the thing is, a lot of people know when they've got a migraine headache. Like migraine sufferers know they've got migraines, but stick around, guys, because we're going to go through mainly food triggers, because today's about food triggers, but other triggers that you may not be aware of if you are a migraine sufferer that might just really help you to kind of get some of those triggers out of your day-to-day lives and hopefully reduce the number of migraines. And also for people who don't know whether they've got migraines, and I'm not sure if they are a migraine sufferer, then this will actually help you guys as well. So stick around. We are live here, everyone, from Errol Street Chiropractic in North Melbourne. And the thing is, you know, I was, because, you know, when I kind of researched this a little bit more in terms of just statistics, because we do get a lot of people coming in with migraines into our office, like there's like 2 million people that suffer with migraines really in Australia. That you know, we know of. I'm sure there's even more than that.
In severity as well.
And there's kids and, you know, adults that suffer from migraines, and more women. So there's 3 times more women than men that suffer from migraines. So so that's really interesting. So we'll talk about some of the triggers there and more around women. But you know, the reason why I
enlighten us now.
Why I was wearing my nightshades and having my earplugs in. And oh, did I tell you I had a coffee here as well, Dr. Britt?
I did see that.
These are some of the triggers. So, Dr. Britt saw some of the chocolate that I had.
Keeping it close.
And she's kind of got an eye on that. Now, you know, the thing with migraines is that they're really not sure what causes migraines. And the research is saying that it's more of a neurovascular cause. So it's nerves and blood vessels. So will you know, you know, they don't know. They're not really sure. There may be a bit of hereditary influence there.
Especially with females.
Exactly, we do see that. But you know, and it is a tough one. It is a tough one. So if we can look at some of the triggers, hopefully help people to be more aware of that and reduce those migraines. But you know, we'll look at also how chiropractic helps some of these sufferers as well a little bit later on. So. You know, the really interesting thing is that a lot of the foods that people find are triggers are actually the foods that they need to actually increase their levels of tryptophan, which is what makes serotonin. And migraine sufferers are known to, when they're tested, to actually have really low serotonin. So it's really quite
interesting, isn't it?
Like the thing that they need is what is triggering the migraines. So that's a little bit tricky for them. So some of them common ones are, you know, coffee, tea. I wouldn't want to be a migraine sufferer. I do like my coffee.
I know.
And not too many though. Chocolate, as we mentioned. Another one to, you know, nuts and seeds. What else is there? There's wine.
Aged cheeses, like all those.
Cheese.
The big one.
Tofu, unfortunately, for some people. And
interesting.
Turkey.
Oh, I didn't know turkey.
Yeah, turkey because of the tryptophan. So you know, it and I think it's really important, like what I say or what we say to people that come in with migraines is just, if you're not sure, have a diary and just kind of, you know, write down what you're eating. Try and keep your meals simple while you are on this kind of journey to figure out what's going on with these migraines, and take it from there. So
document the time and day that you do get headaches. Sometimes there can be a bit of a rhythm to when you're getting them as well.
Because it's not just, you know, food. There are other triggers, and sometimes it's you know, maybe a combination of a few triggers in a few different categories. There's also the environmental triggers, especially at this time of the year. Allergies can, you know, be a big thing with migraine sufferers. you know, bright lights, flickering lights, cinema. Some migraine sufferers don't like to go to the cinema.
Brings us back to your
Yes.
whatever it is, sleeping mask. Because I don't think we actually said why exactly you had it.
No. Well, the thing with migraine sufferers, there's you know, if you're not sure, there's actually 4 things. If you have 2 of these 4 symptoms, then you're, you know, more than likely going to be migraine sufferers. So migraine sufferers tend to have, you know, a moderate to intense type headache. Tends to be on one side, especially around the eye and behind the eye, and it throbs. It's kind of a really throbby. It's not like a tension, tightness kind of headache. It throbs, and movement aggravates those headaches. Now, the other thing that you can have is things like what's called sensitivity to light or photophobia. You don't like the loud sounds. The sounds are really annoying. And also you can get nausea, vomiting, and then in some cases you can actually have tingling down one side. It can mimic a stroke.
Yeah, it's almost like they get like an aura where you could be standing there and you could be seeing spots or shapes and that in your vision as well. That's
so
a
large, a large majority before they even get the migraine will know that by this aura,
this build up of
not everyone, but a lot of them will
Yeah.
get the aura. So there's quite a few things that will occur even before the migraine. Migraines can generally last between 4 hours and 3 days. Can you imagine having a
It's a long
migraine for
time.
days? I mean,
Yeah.
that is such an impact to your daily lives. So, you know, we really want to get these migraines sorted and at least, you know, reduced so you're not suffering and affecting your day-to-day
I was
life.
just going to say, I think one thing that some people get confused about whether they are suffering a migraine is those people who don't get those major symptoms for their headache. They get these big migraine headaches without the aura and the major symptoms, which then they confuse with a more tension type, but they're actually a more severe migraine headache.
So more on one side, throbbing, and movement really aggravates it. So these people like to go lie down in the dark. They do not want to be disturbed. They do not want to move. So, you know, that's really what a migraine sufferer will look like when they're having a full-blown migraine.
Different, and you feel different from that tension.
Yes. But what are some of the other triggers? So we talked a bit about the environmental ones. We've got hormonal ones, physical stresses, things like, you know, sleep. If you're getting not enough sleep, not too much sleep will trigger a migraine as well. You know, being sick can trigger a migraine. Like if you've got a cold or a flu, that can sometimes trigger that migraine.
Yeah.
And the big one, Dr. Britt?
Stress.
Yes,
Huge one.
Stress, emotional stress.
Yeah.
The big one actually, guys, is what we see a lot. You know, whether it's from that emotional stress or whether it's just sitting day to day and at the desk or you know, driving. Tension in the shoulders and neck. That tension can sometimes trigger migraines as well.
Definitely.
So, you know, we find, and you know, a lot of people come in with migraines that do get help with chiropractic care, and we get people that come in for other things and find that chiropractic care also helps their migraines. And you know, it's only once you give it a go will you know whether chiropractic will help. It's just like any other issue. So if that neck is you know, not moving so well, then you know, those adjustments can often help.
Definitely.
All sorts of headaches, and including migraine headaches too.
Definitely.
So guys, enjoy this gorgeous, lovely weather we're having, and we look forward to seeing you all next week. Thanks for joining, and it's Dr. Lisa and Dr. Britt saying goodbye from Emerald Street Chiro. Take care, guys. Bye.